They can hear us? Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Little technical difficulties, but we want to welcome you to our monthly SPTU meeting. So welcome. Happy Tuesday. Getting ready for Thanksgiving. We have a lot on the agenda today. So again, what we're going to ask is that we're going to kind of do it book report style. We're going to have different speakers. We're going to go some new business, some old business, some housekeeping. And then at the end of the meeting, in person, we're going to ask any questions, anything that you've been noticing or any difficulties, come up and see us after we're done with the meeting. That way, if those of you who got to go, you can go. Those of you who have time to get a little bit of help with things you've been having challenges with, we'll help you with that the best we can. All right, so welcome. We're going to do some old business, and I'm going to kick it over to Will to do a donations report.
As of today, we're around $1,200 raised in our donations. Minus what we use for the 501c3. So we're still roughly under $100. I am collecting donations. Does not matter where you're at. If you need me to come and meet you anywhere, I can collect donations for wherever you're at. All right. We don't have Cash App. We don't have any bank accounts. It's cash only. So please, until we get to that stage, cash will receive a receipt.
Okay, thank you, Will. All right. We need a little uplifting spirit. I'm feeling a little grim and grim. We got to get this going. Come on, community. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We are here to help you. We are your liaisons to get this company back to where it should be. All right. Want to talk about our Halloween event. It was very, very successful. To those of you who showed up and dressed up or just came to support, we thank you so, so much. The tenants and the kids had a fantastic time. Huge thanks to everyone who contributed treats, gift bags, games, music, and volunteered their time. You made it a very special, special event. Thank you to Building 15 for hosting the event. So thank you so much. And we were possibly thinking about having a doggy costume parade or contest next year as well. So stay tuned for that. All right. Okay, on to new business. First thing we have
Thank you, everyone, for coming. My name is Charlie Ross. I lead the customer experience team here at Resi Bridge. I first wanted to thank you all on behalf of me and on behalf of the Resi Bridge team for coming into this meeting, telling me to come here, allowing the building, and mostly allowing that I have here explaining our offering, a price comparison to Spectrum and Verizon. And because I know everyone here has a very big voice, especially in the community, a list of FAQs that go into a lot of the specifics about Resi Bridge. So you'll be able to take one of those here. I'll also talk about them potentially in a little huddle or however we do this, but I'll stay after as well. What I'd also like to do today is address an important and untrue rumor floating around the community about our billing. So our billing, and I'm saying this very clearly, occurs through Resi Bridge's customer portal. You will never see our billing showing anywhere else but our customer portal. It is not included in your rent. Fairstead and Resi Bridge are completely separate entities, separate companies. And if you think it was included in your rent, please do let us know. We can look at it with you to show you that it was not our bill and explain any miscommunication there. But again, thank you so much for having me here. I really do appreciate it. I know this is a sacred space, so thank you very much, and we're glad to be here.
all right. Thank you, Charlie. Okay. Big up to everybody on the Zoom. Thank you so much. Okay, keeping it going. Next, we're gonna have our main man, Dom, from Met Council on Housing to give some updates about what's been going on. So Dom, kicking it over to you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful to see all my Savoy Park people. I just came from a building over on the west side of Harlem that was having their very first tenant association meeting. There was 5 of them in a stairwell talking about their landlord and talking about trying to do something about it. And what I showed them was the Savoy Park Tenant Union on our new flyer. I wanted you all to see this. The Savoy Park Tenant Union is being featured on Met Council's tenants' rights flyer this year, and it's a real testament to everything that we've done. Thank you so much. So this picture is actually from about a little under a year ago. So when we first started working with Savoy Park, there was a lot of anger, as there still is, over the safety and security at Savoy Park. Since 2021, the shooting and everything else, everyone that I spoke to when I first started knocking doors here had something to say about the intercoms, about the gates, and about the fact that people can just come in and out without any hearsay. So what we did right here is we did a visioning board. We did a visioning board outside of 620, and we asked Savoy tenants to come and write on a Post-it note what they wanted to see happen at Savoy Park. And what we have been doing is working tirelessly all year to make that a reality. We threw a huge rally outside in April. We brought the press. We had a huge crowd. Cordell Clear, your state senator, Yusuf Salam, your council member, everyone came out in Harlem to support you all. And I want you all to know that that was a huge success because it puts Savoy Park on the map, not only as far as organizing in Harlem, but also to Fairstead, that you are not tenants with. You are tenants that are organized, that have a battle plan, and are ready to get what you deserve because it's what you pay for every month. So that all being said, we've organized a huge rent reduction. I'm sure I see some familiar faces. I'm sure many of you are a part of it. We organized tons of park tenants into the same rent reduction with DHCR, where that is right now. DHCR set inspectors to inspect the gates, to inspect the intercoms. And if they find that these services are lacking, as it is stated in your lease, then they are going to administer what's called a rent reduction, or what we commonly call a rent freeze. So what that'll mean for stabilized tenants is that your rate will go back to last year's rate, the last increase that it had, and then it will stay there. It will stay there frozen until the problems are remediated by Fairstead. So that's what we're hoping for. If you have any questions about, oh, I saw someone, I didn't know if they're HPD or DHCR, do I let them in, do I not? Please contact SPTU and your core leadership team will help take care of that. So thank you all so much. I just wanted to give some quick news. I wanted to read something. This is from the Executive Director, Darius Khalil Gordon of Met Council. And he says, Dear Savoy Tenants Association, we are thrilled to announce that the Savoy Park Tenant Union will be honored at this year's 65 annual Jane Gala Awards ceremony in recognition of your incredible efforts and achievements this past year. Your continued dedication to Harlem and your work advocating for the rights that Harlem deserves has strengthened your entire community. This year's theme at our gala is going to be Bridge Builders, connecting the past to the present movement leaders, and speaks to your vital role in housing justice and neighborhood unity. So I know there was a lot of interest about coming to the gala. I want you all to know we want to get as many Savoy folks there as possible. It's a great party. It's a great time. You don't have to dress too fancy. It's a lot of tenants, the normal working class all over the city come out to our gala. It's going to be on December 12th from 6:30 to 8:30 at Manhattan Mirage. That's 265 West 37th Street, so down in Midtown. So I'm really excited. I'm really proud of everything that we've done here, and I can't wait to keep going next year. So thank you all so much.
All right. Thank you, Dom. It was really exciting news. All right, keeping things moving. Now this is about our community. So you've been hearing us talk about we need more volunteers. We need people to grow this group so we can be a united front when it comes to getting our, all the hiccups and all the challenges that we're facing done. And especially to get the word out about meetings like this when we have pop-ups and so forth. So we're still asking for, we're asking for floor captains, right? And we're going to ask you at the end of the meeting if it's something you're interested in, or maybe you have a roommate or someone that you're living with, is also interested. We need help with distributing flyers and information to tenants on the floor from time to time. So for instance, we are really trying to get the word out via old school flyers, right? That were like up on a bulletin board at school. We've all experienced that. So you can be informed if maybe you're not a email, things like that. So if anyone has any spare time, from time to time, we may need help with you putting flyers at the elevator bank. Maybe we'll start doing door to door. We're going to work towards that, but we just need some volunteers to help with that time to time. Also alternate building representatives to any issues on the floor, right? So we're going to ask floor captains to kind of be like the eyes of the floors. And then if there's something going on, if you see, for example, people not putting trash in the compactor room, all the way in the compactor room, to let a building representative know, so then we can report that to Savoy. And we also just really want to get you all involved. So anybody can understand that it's time tough, time is limited. We appreciate any volunteer time that you're willing to give us.
They can sign up with me.
Yes, and then you can sign up with Susan after. If you have any questions, come up after the meeting. We have lots of things to click on. We have lots of papers to fill out. We've got a lot, so we're just going to keep that to the end. All right. Moving forward, the planning stage, community code of contact. So building 630 has floor captains already established, and their building rep brainstormed the great idea of having community code of contact and a welcome package for new tenants. Okay. So that's what happens when we all get together and brainstorm and come up with great ideas to help each other out. Okay. With that, we're asking a tenant and tenant guest code of contact, not manager focused. So in other words, when we see people that have to come downstairs and let somebody in because maybe your doesn't work, code contact, that they were all conduct. Thank you. To make sure we all feel safe. So that's what we're trying to establish. Okay. So again, there's a link to give your suggestions in the email if you're signed up for the email. There's also a piece of paper here if you're not done that. Again, we'll help you sign up for any of those things after the meeting. Okay. And you can see one of the core meetings, one of the core members of us, either now or if you see us in your buildings, come to us. We'll make sure that that information gets passed along. Okay. Next order of business. Fire safety. So I'm not sure if everyone is up to date. Unfortunately, we had a fire in building 60 that everybody is informed. Change of seasons. We want to make sure that every floor should have smoke detectors on each wing. So as you go home, you go back to your respective floors, just keep your eyes up. There should be a smoke detector in each wing. If there isn't, take a picture and send it to us.
Yeah,
and 311. The big issue we want to make sure is that these companies as fire standards, as far as safety. So that's what we want to get you all familiar with here. Okay. All front doors should be front closing of your apartment, right? So when you leave, self-closing, thank you. When you leave. So if you leave your apartment and your door doesn't close on its own, you need to call 311, dial 311. Okay. In case of fire instructions, there's some newer tests that actually have, like if you're at a hotel room, there's instructions about where you are on the floor and what you should do if there's a fire. That is also a requirement. So if you don't have that on your door, again, take a picture, hit 311, fill out a 311, and then when you get that case back, you're going to email Savoy Issues, which is us. Yes. Who's pointing where for what? Microphone up to my mouth. Got it. Thank you. All right. Yes.
We get that fire safety thing from the front office. So if you go down there and you really want one, check and see if they have one down there.
Yeah. Let us know if they give you one. Report back. Someone else can talk to.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, this is
Susan, I do believe it is a 311 violation if they don't have that on the back of your door. Definitely report that to 311. And they're supposed to do that. And the other thing is, and forgive me if you said this, one of the fall forward, time to check your battery in your smoke detector / carbon dioxide, right? So check those batteries, check and see if it's been working. If you have a problem, ask for a new one. All right. William and I, we helped a senior in 630, and we noticed that her smoke detector was way out of date. It was not even working. And God knows how long that was not working. So she now has a new one, and that's good. So make sure that safety first, everybody. Make sure you get that installed in your, it should be free. They do not charge you for it. That's a requirement by law. What else is on there? Anything? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Zoom, can you still hear us? Just want to make sure. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Clinton, I see your face there. I'm giving you a shout out. Can you give me oh, thank you, Virginia. I appreciate that. All right. We're going to keep it going. I got to put my glasses back on. Excuse me. All right. New pest control company, Western Pest Services. So if you happen to have been home for the last week or two, I got to knock on my door on a Tuesday to get pest control when it's supposed to be on Wednesday. So they have rolled out a new pest company, a pest control company, Western Pest Services. Each building will now have a specific day for service. The days are posted on the elevator bank. It also instructs you to, if you want pest service, to call the number to get signed up. Now, I went down personally to see if I needed to put my name on the list or if they were carrying over from the old list. I was informed that a new list. So if you've already pest control service previously, be sure to Red Cafe, call if you can get down to the maintenance office and make sure they put your apartment number on the new list. Okay. So there's 3 different ways. Hopefully one of the 3 will work for all of you. Okay. Next, I think we've all seen the flyers for the Fairstead Turkey giveaway. This is sponsored by Fairstead, not SPTU. Okay. First come, first service until they run out. It's next Monday, November 25th, between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. And it's the lawn between buildings 60 and 620. Okay. You can flip over your agendas. Moving through nicely. All right, intro to new community members and social events. So we want to welcome Tamika and Nathaniel right here. We want to welcome you. Thank you so much for volunteering your time. They were the design team for the Halloween party. So if you happen to go and see their beautiful work, they're going to be helping out with our social events. And we just welcome you. Thank you so much and welcome to the family.
They also they've been helping print. I need to give a shout out
Yes.
to Nathaniel. He's been helping print all those flyers that you see the past 2 months. So thank you so much. And they have been coordinating the hanging of the flyers. So thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
I'm gonna start putting them under your door. Thank you.
All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll make sure you get one. Yeah. All right. So the future event, we have a winter social coming up. So mark your calendars, December 17th, in place of our monthly meeting. If you'd like to be a part of the planning committee, please see one of the core team members after the meeting to drop us an email. And we're looking for donations of food, time, and money. Okay. Future 311 happy hours. Watch your emails for announcements. So we're going to have pop-up events in the lobby to help you with inputting 311 complaints. So I know this sometimes can be a little tedious. So we want to make sure that when we tell you in the meetings to file a 311 complaint, you are fully up to speed and know how to do it, whether it's email, whether it's calling, or there is an app. So we're going to have that more to come on those pop-ups. Informational, social, and a great way to know your fellow neighbors. Okay, on to general announcements. Don't forget, we have the initiative of the Savoy Park Book Club. It's a possible free PDF versions of books. Help decide on the book of choices and genres, and you can sign up at this link if interested. It is on the agenda, and it's also on the meeting agenda in the email if you signed up and you received that. We also had the Savoy Park Pet Parents Group, and that's an email. It's savoyparkpets@gmail.com. That's savoyparkpets@gmail.com. And as always, SPTU is here to help you. If you do not have an email or need help with any issues discussed in our meetings, please call or text us and we'll set up a time with your building reps to help you. The number is 347-455-8886. That's 347-455-8886. One more time for the people on Zoom and in the back, 347-455-8886. Because I know some of us used to remember how to remember phone numbers, but that has now gone with our smartphones. All right. Yes. I used to work in radio. That's a good number. That's a good number. All right. Keep it going. Contact information. There's 2 different emails for 2 different purposes. So I want to make sure that you're all clear about which email to use and for what and when. Okay. So the email for general correspondence, it's savoytenantcommunication@gmail.com. So if you just have a question about maybe I missed the meeting, can you send me the recording of the meeting? Hopefully, if we get it. If you need an email to some information, it's savoytenantcommunication@gmail.com. It is also on the agenda. Now, if you have document issues, say you have a 311 number or you have pictures of something wild crazy going on in your apartment, on your floor, in the lobby, in the mailroom, anywhere, you can email us at savoyissues@gmail.com. So if anyone's got some crazy stuff going on, you know, that we can take as documentation if we have to escalate the rent freeze, the next step, we want to make sure we have all the pictures, the emails, build our case to let the courts know that they're negligent. Okay, so the SPTU email list, it says we are getting our newsletter and events updates. We want to make sure that for those of you who do, let us know if you're not, if you signed up, if you think did or didn't. If not, don't worry, we're here to help you. You can sign up today so that way you can get updates about all the things that we talked about, old business and new, during this meeting. And last, just a little bit, don't forget there's a QR code on the back of the agenda to sign up. If you're smartphone savvy, we can help you with that after the meeting. And then also for the building updates, okay? First place is building 15 with 75 signups. Okay. Second place is building 630 with 62. 60, where my people at? 56, third place. 620 is 47. Building 45 is 40. And there's a tie for 38 people for building 30 and building 2300. Okay. So I did a total earlier, and that's about 376 people, give or take, right? That's not even a quarter of the people that live on this campus. Okay. So that goes to show you, we've got to keep growing. We've got to keep engaging. Tell your neighbor, girl, I went to that meeting last week. Difficulties, but when they got started, they were on it. They had an agenda, they had flyers, they had emails, they had phone numbers, okay? To let you know that we are here to help you be a voice to make this a great place to live, okay? This is a beautiful campus. It has so much history, and we can't let it away from us, okay? So let's stay engaged. Let's support each other. We thank you all for coming, for your engagement. On Zoom, thank you so much. If you're making dinner, if you're taking care of a loved one, reaching out to people and listening in the background, we thank you too. We appreciate your support. Okay. If anything else from the core team members, we're going to kick it over to you and invite you to come up, ask questions for ResiBridge, questions for us. We're here to help you and support you. And with that, we close the meeting. Thank you so much.